To test his girlfriend's loyalty, the man asked her to place her hand over a flame. The girlfriend didn't resist at all. Satisfied, the man went to answer a phone call and forgot about his girlfriend. When he looked back, her entire arm had caught fire. Strangely, the man was very happy, as this showed that the girlfriend robot he had just bought could follow any of his orders. It turned out that the woman wasn't human but a robot the boyfriend had bought at a high price. It not only had the touch of a real human but could also do laundry, cook, and meet any demand. As long as you power it on and verify your identity through its retina, the robot will automatically create a memory of falling in love with you.
Love link established. Hey you.
With such a perfect girlfriend, Jack couldn't wait to show off at a friend's party. The two set off for the villa. At the door, Annie suddenly stopped. She was worried that the new friends might not like her. She still didn't know she was just a robot and wanted to get along well with her boyfriend's friends. After Jack comforted her, Annie finally entered the villa with him. The friends there were very friendly, and everyone looked extremely welcoming. Pete, the owner of the villa, was also surprised. He didn't expect Jack to have such a perfect girlfriend. However, the sharp-eyed Annie seemed to see a trace of greed in his eyes. That night, they played music, and everyone had a great time. Little did they know that a terrible conspiracy was unfolding in the joyful atmosphere. The next day, everyone agreed to go sunbathing by the lake. But when Annie came to the lake and took off her shoes, she was surprised to find that except for Pete, no one else had come. This made her feel a little uncomfortable, but after all, Pete was the owner of the villa, so she didn't think much about it and sat next to him. As soon as Annie sat down, Pete took out a bottle of sunscreen and asked her to apply it to his back. Annie had no choice but to help. At this time, Pete looked back and said that the alone time between the two was actually Jack's idea. Jack had agreed to lend Annie to him for a day. As he spoke, Pete pressed Annie under him. Unacceptable as this was, Annie killed Pete with a knife while resisting. When she returned to the villa covered in blood, everyone was shocked because the robot was programmed never to harm humans. Jack quickly shut down Annie and tied up the crazy robot. After turning it on again, Annie was emotional, so Jack had to tell her the truth that she was a robot. Annie looked incredulous. At this time, Pete's girlfriend came and called Jack away. It turned out that everything that had just happened was all part of their plan. The two opened Pete's safe, and there was $12 million in cash inside, which everyone present could divide equally. The reason why Annie could break through the restriction of harming people was that Jack had used hacking software to modify her internal program. As long as everything was restored, all the crimes could be blamed on the robot. But no one expected that Annie in the living room also heard the conversation through amplifying the sound. She swore to make these people pay the price.